Okay, you're live, Fumiko.
Okay. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Fumiko, and thank you so much for participating in this live workshop. I'm super excited because I want to share something very interesting and something I've been working on for a while. So before I started showing actual poses and take questions, I want my business partner and sister-in-law, Maria, will explain the foundation of face yoga. Okay, how I started and a basic understanding why it works. Okay, are you ready? So Maria, are you ready for that too?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay, so let me just do my switch to my slides, and you tell me when you can see my slides. You should be able to see a picture of you.
Yep, I see it.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So hi, everybody. I am Fumiko's sister-in-law and business partner, for those of you that don't know me. And thank you, first of all, for being here from all over the world and all different time zones. We're super excited about what we're going to present today. And we just put this together very recently because of so many requests for this kind of thing. So we did an impromptu thing to put this webinar together for you today before Fumiko leaves for a big trip tomorrow. So thank you, Fumiko, for making time to do this. What I want to do is, first of all, what we're going to go over today is how to counteract the dreaded sagging effect without feeling overwhelmed or spending a fortune on skincare products. So we have asked so many of you guys what it is that you are having the most problems with when it comes to just your overall skincare and your face and the issues that are bothering you. And the biggest or the most common answer we got was just overall sagging. Like that was the general answer that seemed to pervade every response we got. And people were getting a little bit overwhelmed with like, there's so many options, what to do, how do I do it, what should I do, how much time should I spend, which exercises should I do? And it went on, and we realized that people were getting themselves kind of worked up and maybe overthinking this, which, you know, I tend to do with a lot of stuff. So I totally get it. So we're here to hopefully simplify that for you. And so what you're going to learn on this workshop, firstly, is how to tone and strengthen your entire face while also seeing visible changes on specific facial areas. So it's something that Fumiko is going to talk about, working your entire face, but you're going to be able to look at specific areas, be it the cheek area or the jawline or the forehead, and see very specific changes. Then number two, we're going to talk about how to remain focused and practice exercises consistently, even if you're not a disciplined person. Because that was one thing we heard a lot, was how people were saying, oh, okay, I did it for 5 days or I did it for 10 days. I don't know if I'm doing it right. So I kind of fell off the wagon. I stopped doing it. And I think that's pretty common human behavior. It's almost like going on a diet and doing it for the first 2 days and then falling off. So we have a little secret developed on how to stay motivated and how to stay consistent to keep doing that. And number three is how to achieve radiant and smooth skin with a customized plan of action instead of you figuring out what to do. So this is just reiterating what I just said, in that so many people get overwhelmed with the amount of information and they're not quite sure what to do next or when to do it. And so we're going to address that issue in this workshop. So first, I want to briefly take a couple minutes just to tell you the science for those of you who are not familiar with it or maybe new to the face yoga method, the science behind it. So think about your body and all the muscles that you use in your body as you move about every day, or if you do workouts, you go to yoga class or running or aerobics, dancing, using those muscles every day. And oftentimes when you do some kind of exercise class, specifically yoga, which I do a lot of, you're very specifically using particular muscles in your body and holding them in a in a way and stretching them in a way. And a lot of times, I'm assuming a lot of you have taken yoga classes before, but that's the one class where the teacher often calls out what muscle you're actually working or holding or stretching. So it's very specific, it's very isolated. It's not like an aerobics class where you're sort of just moving around and they're not paying a ton of attention to one specific muscles. So if you take that sort of theory of yoga for the body and you apply it to the face, there are 43 muscles in your face, and they can move, and they do move in the same way that your body muscles move. But most of the time, you're not purposely moving them, or else you're moving them perhaps in ways that are creating unwanted effects. So, we're here to tell you that you are never too old to exercise those muscles, but you really need to understand the right way. I mean, one thing we see over and over and over again is people contorting and squinching their faces together and saying, oh, it's creating wrinkles instead of the opposite. And that is not true. It's just that you have to know how to do it and how not to create those wrinkles and how to instead flex and tone the muscles for the desired effect. So you are never too old to exercise those muscles. You just need to learn how to do it properly. And everybody is different. Every face is different, just like every body is different. And the trick is knowing what to do and how to do it. And I will say this, as a 20+ year yoga practitioner, I'm pretty flexible and I can do a lot of things, but there are still certain things that I will never be able to do, or never be able to get down on the ground in a certain position the way some other people can. And that is just the way my body is built. So don't compare yourself to other people along your face yoga journey. Just stay focused on you and what it is you want to achieve and what's right for your face and your body. So this is just a quick look at the facial muscles, a little map on the left, and then Fumiko on the right, where we've highlighted what some of the muscles actually are. And these are all in Latin, so I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce them or go over them. But it's just to give you a visual of how many muscles you really do have in your face and how they all attach in a different way and move in a different way. And even depending where you're from in the world and what language you speak, you move your facial muscles differently. And then, of course, there's all the facial expressions that each country has that are more familiar to that particular country, that may move your face in a way that is or is not beneficial to you, or it just becomes habitual and you might not even realize it. So the more you become aware of these muscles and how you're using them, the more you can make changes to create the effects that you want. So what is face yoga? And like I just said, it is not about contorting your, see that almost all the time, when I meet people in person and they ask me about it, want to see an exercise, and sometimes I'll show them one and then they try to imitate it or mimic it. And, 9 times out of 10, they scrunch their eyes or they scrunch their forehead. And I'm like, no, don't do that in the wrong way. And that's okay. I mean, that's like your instant response because you think you're mimicking it correctly. But for the most part, people aren't until they really understand and know what to do. And so it is about knowing how to move your face muscles so that you can trigger and exercise the one muscle that you need to work on and isolate and relax the rest, which is so, so, so key here. And then when done correctly, face yoga will help you achieve a more radiant, youthful look because it will stop you from making all those harmful or aging effect causing faces. And it will also rush a lot of blood to your face. It'll increase the circulation and kind of give you that rosy cheek look that everybody wants. So I'm about to have Fumiko do a little presentation for you too. But before we do that, I just want to say that if you stay until the end, we're going to do a live Q&A with her after her presentation. And we're also going to have a little surprise that is available only for the attendees on this webinar, which is, like I said, it's very impromptu, and we've only sent out invitations to our list and people that are already familiar with us because we really want to give this to you guys and work with you guys for this last this last little bit of the year. We're on to November. So first, let me just do a quick intro on Fumiko, who I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with, but for those of you that aren't, let me just do a little quick rundown. So she is the founder and creator of the face yoga method. And she is the first person who advocated for facial yoga in Japan. And that was over 10 years ago. And that's when she became really well known in Japan and started writing her books. And she also became a best-selling author and TV celebrity. Some of these little images on the bottom of the screen there, those are pictures of her books and a couple of TV appearances. She has a skincare line, which we now have at Face Yoga Method. And she has trained over 400 face yoga certified teachers, which we're super excited about because that's something that we only, for the face yoga method, we only started the really intensive training program a year ago. So it's very, very exciting to get these certified teachers out into communities all around the world. So the results definitely speak for themselves. And these are some current screenshots of Facebook comments that we get on a regular basis inside our membership. I'm sure some of you are in our membership and see this kind of thing. And we get before and afters, we get all sorts of testimonials where people are telling us what happened to them or what people said to them without them even realizing it. They go out in the world and then people would say, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You look so rested or refreshed or so much younger. So these are just a little sampling of some of those results. And these were all recently taken, but we get so many. I mean, I'll just read to you one of these because I know they're probably a little bit small. So here's Carolyn Louise, and she says, hi, everyone. I'm Carolyn Louise, and I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I have MS, and I have felt great results from practicing yoga. I'm 41 and started to see a change in my facial muscle tone. As a result, I've been following your recommended exercise, and I've started to see improvements to my jawline, cheeks, and forehead. This is much better than Botox and fillers. I can't thank you enough. So we hear that kind of thing all the time, and we hear it from people that practice consistently, which is something we're going to address because I know for some people that's a challenging thing to do. And here's just a couple of the photos. We get a lot of before and after photos sent in privately, but we can't always use them. You know, people get sensitive towards this kind of thing. So we have to be careful about what we make public for people. We definitely respect everyone's privacy, especially our members who took the time to write us in. But these are just a couple of the photos that have been sent in to us. And I don't know, I know they're a little bit small. This is one of our certified teachers. Catherine just became certified, and she's very enthusiastic and loves practicing in the car, which I love. You can see a good before after here. I know these are small, so it's a little bit tricky. And then you have myself and Fumiko down on the bottom there. So that is just a quick visual for you guys, what that all looks like. And so I want to ask you, we polled a lot of people in our membership site and on our list. And these are a lot of the responses we got sound like this. And I want to ask you, today, if any of these sound like you. I want to get my young, pretty face back, but I just don't believe it's possible. The worst thing about aging is that you don't realize it until one day you look in the mirror and you don't recognize the person looking back at you. I woke one morning and saw someone 10 years older than the night before. I always have been attractive, and seemingly overnight, I simply wasn't. My personal biggest fear about how my face is aging is the sagging. I'm trying to do exercises every day, but to be honest, I don't always find the time. I would like to age gracefully and as much as possible wrinkle-free. So if you can relate to any of those, then you are in the right place because we are going to discuss this today. by focusing on a full toning system, which will address all of that stuff. And one thing I want to say, this is just from my own, I'm just going to throw this in there from my own personal perspective. Doing the face exercises and wanting to look physically your best is one thing, and we're completely behind that, and we're definitely all about that. But we do see, we look at all these answers, and one thing I see is a lot of you guys are really, really hard on yourselves in terms of getting older and the aging process and the natural changes that are going to occur to all of us in life. There's nobody that is immune to getting older. It's either that or the alternative. So you have to consider it a gift. And I just want to ask you, as you go through your life and just, through the rest of this webinar, just to be a little bit kinder to yourself. You're a human being, and when you can actually see that internal beauty in yourself, it shows externally. And we live in this world that is constantly lifting up to us, very unrealistic and very photoshopped images. And it's just, we're not going to escape that, unfortunately, with social media and the world that we live in. But I have to remind myself this as well. I caution you not to compare, to just stay on your own journey and be the best version of yourself that you can be. Because compare equals despair. You are not someone else, you are you. And you never know what somebody else is going through. So stay on your track. So, okay, what makes this different? In this workshop, Fumiko's going to walk you through, as we talked about earlier, the 3 secrets. Number 1 is how to tone and strengthen your entire face while also seeing visible changes on specific facial areas. Number 2, how to remain focused and practice face exercises consistently, even if you're not disciplined, because I know a lot of people were like the response we just read, that they just don't stay on the track. And number 3, how to achieve radiant and smooth skin with a customized plan of action instead of having to figure out what to do when so many exercises are available. So I'm going to introduce the 30-day face toning challenge and have Fumiko come on right now, because she's going to talk about, as you can see this slide, it's breaking down 30 days. And Fumiko's going to do live demonstration of all of these areas and how this works. So Fumiko, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Can
you hear me well?
I can hear you, so I'm just switching back to you. Okay, I have you live now.
Hello? Is it up?
Yeah, I need to just mute myself.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay, you can see me now, right? All right, so thank you, Maria, for a nice, quick, short introduction. And before I started showing the exercise, I want to tell you how I got into this face yoga. Okay, people think like, how did you start creating this? First of all, as many of you know, I got in a car accident in my 30s, and it was pretty bad. I could have been dead there, right there. T-bone, means hit by a side. So my body got very out of alignment, and my shoulder got high, and my face got very out of alignment. And I just didn't like the way I looked. And on top of that, at age of 36, 35, that's when you started seeing the sagginess or skin issues or wrinkles, which probably you never even thought about, seeing on your face. And that's when I was thinking, oh, you know what? Face has a muscle, just like a body. Why not exercise your face muscle? Done. And then I started doing some poses, and I started using my own face, of course. And I wasn't quite sure how I was doing, but I knew it. If I move my face exactly how I need to move, I can lift up. It's like a body, because I've been doing yoga for a long time, and I know the benefit of it. So I started moving that face, and the first thing I noticed was that the people started asking me, you look different. Very interesting. Like, you look different. Something about you is just different. My close friends. And I was like, oh, really? I look different? Oh, thank you. And very often I started telling people, yeah, I move my face, exercise my face like this. Can you see that? And then people are like, whoa, what's that? And I explained, your face is a muscle, just like a body. Why not exercise your face muscles just like exercise your body? So I was doing it for fun, and people started really asking me if I can teach them. And at the time, I was teaching at the university, one of the really nice, top, oldest women's university in Japan. I loved my job. It was great, but I wasn't happy with my face. So that's how I started creating the poses, but not to show or share with other people. But the more people got interested, and to make a long story short, one publisher wanted to publish my book, and I did it for fun. And then, ooh, that just became pretty popular all over Asia and Japan. And I quit my job and I became full-time face yoga instructor. So that's how I started. And I left the job at the peak of my career because I wanted to have a quiet life. I became pretty busy in Japan. I did lots of TV shows and lots of media appearance, including radio and magazines. Life was fun, but it was something telling me like, that's not my life I wanted to have. I wanted to have my life. I wanted to have family. I wanted to settle. So I left the job at the peak of my career. People thought I was crazy, but I just had to leave. So I left. I married to my friend. I knew this guy for 7 years before I started dating, and we got married. That's Maria's brother, Henry. We've been married for almost 9 years. But anyway, so when I left Japan, I was like, okay, done. I'm not going to do anything anymore. Face yoga, no. When I go to Japan, maybe I do workshop, but I do not want to create anything like I was in Japan because it was too much. However, again, people start asking me, oh, you look so young. Like, oh yeah, I do face yoga. What's that? And Maria also asked me, oh, let's do something like you did in Japan. I'm like, no. But the more people started asking me, my yoga studio even asked me if I can do demo. Like, nope. Once in a while I did, for fun. But I never really wanted to create. But at one point, Maria and I felt it's a time, almost like you're ready to create, you're ready to share to the world. So we started doing the book, and the people was, oh, can you show me the video? Because I want to see actual movement. Books are great. I wrote a book, I think Japanese books, probably 5, translated into many different languages. But I wrote a book in English, and I thought, that's it. Okay, book, perfect. But people wanted to see how I actually do the poses. So I said, okay, we created a video, a membership site, Face Yoga Method membership. Tons of poses because I have a lot of poses I want to share. And then now people are asking me, can you do different one? The reason is it's overwhelming. Many people come to our site, even though I have many jump starts, 28 days here and 20-day neck and jawline is specific jump starts so that they just watch the video, which is, made at the studio. I did a voiceover. However, even that video was too much for them. Many people said that's too much, overwhelming. So I started thinking how I can make it much more simpler and also fun for people to just do it together. And it took me a while. I was thinking all the ideas, how I want to do it. And then I started TCC program, Teacher Certification Program, which is the program that I certify teachers, now all over the world, so that they can actually learn how to be a teacher. And I have to say it's mind-blowing experience because these are very hard-working teachers or students who are going to be a teacher and are having so much fun. I spend 4 months with them pretty much. They have to go through all the poses. And then at the end of a TCC certification course, they meet me one-on-one Skype. I spend at least 1 hour, sometimes even close to 2 hours. And we we kind of practice together. And I give them a comment, like, oh, you gotta do this, change a little bit here and change the angle. And people truly get the most benefit at the meeting, the one-on-one Skype session, because I really perform in front of them and they see it, how I do it. And also I tell them, just change the angle of your arm so that you feel a little differently. So that's how I started thinking, this might be another idea for people to feel they don't need to think, okay? I don't want to make people think, and they don't need to feel overwhelmed, and they can have fun because they just have to practice along with me. Not just a video I did, voiceover, but do it once in a day or twice a day, follow my video, do it. And then people are asking me the same question, like, can I practice with you? Like, I'm not gonna teach anymore, one-on-one or Skype. I don't Skype anymore with the students, except for the TCC certification students who are going to be a teacher. So I thought about it, and then, okay, how about if I create the exercise video? People just watch for one day, every single day. I give them exact poses, how to do it, and practice together, like a live, like this, so that they don't need to think and they just have fun and don't worry about the rest of the day. Just watch the video, do it together. So that's how I created this 30-day face toning challenge, okay? And now I'm gonna show you some poses. We're gonna do it together. So what makes this so unique is, of course, you don't need to think, and you don't need to, go through it. Just watch one video, it's there, and you feel like you're with me doing together. And another thing is, I decided to have this 30-day challenge. First 4 days, focus on the forehead area, okay? Just focus on the forehead. This is a big muscle here, the muscle here. Focus on this muscle, okay? And focus on this and exercise this area. And then next 4 days, day 5 and 5, 6, 7, 8, focus on the eye area, the eye muscle right here. Where is the eye muscle? Here, okay? Eye muscles. And then I show the poses after this. And then after that, the day 9 and 12, cheek and nasolabial fold area, the cheek. Look at the muscles. So many muscles right here. So isolate and focus on these muscles so we can tone and reduce the appearance of nasolabial lines. And then after that, day 17 and 20, the 4 days, neck and jawline. Look at that, the neck muscle. Look at that. That's another area people really want to tone right here. Bye-bye, droopiness right here, or double chin. And then I wanted to add more because I have so much to share with you. And I just said, how about making face more symmetrical? Because that's something I get a lot of questions from people. Once people started focusing on the eye movement, which I really recommend, how you're using your facial expressions throughout the day, people started noticing their face is not symmetrical. So 21st, day 21st and 21st, 2nd, 3rd, the 3 days, I focus on how to make your eye area symmetrical. I'm gonna show the pose too, okay? And then day 24 to 26, 3 days, I show you how to make that mouth area symmetrical. How cool is that? So we're gonna do some exercise today too. And then the day 27 and day 30, I just show you overall toning. So just do these poses and you feel like you had a nice, massage or facial. So that's how I started creating this 30-day. So 30-day, you just do poses along with me. And then by the time you finish day 30, you have a pretty good understanding and a pretty good knowledge of poses you need to do throughout the day. And then you can repeat the 30-day again and again and again. And how simple is that, okay? And now I'm gonna show you some poses from certain areas and you can feel the benefit, because I truly believe, especially after having a TCC student, certification students, I got feedback that it's not the poses. Of course, the poses are great, but they started seeing and feeling differently. Like they started gaining more confidence and they started being aware of their feelings and also emotions and their facial movements. That's such an important part of this face yoga method, because if you know how you're doing, it's not just moving the face, but how you are controlling, how you are carrying your facial expression affect your life, affect the people around you. And when people see your happy face, they treat you very nicely. You'll be surprised how many people think I'm laughing or smiling, even I'm just doing a face exercise in a car, driving or riding a bicycle like this, because I don't want to sag my cheek. I don't want to make these go droopy. And the reaction is amazing, phenomenal. And imagine that you do that throughout the day, you're gonna feel good because people treat you so nice, much nicer than if we carry this. Do you want to talk to a person like this who has a facial expression like this? Do you see the person is happy? No. So if you're not quite sure what I'm talking about, I want you to spend 3 hours today just like this, and how people treat you, and also how your mood changed because of this facial expression. Try that. And then after that, 3 hours after that, carry this happy face and relax the forehead, how people treat you. It's a really night and day experience. Okay, so the explanation is, I think, enough. I want you to feel it and experience it. Okay, are you ready for that? Let me put my hairband so you can see my face and the forehead. All right, so this is a pretty brand new my product, my baby, the 30-day face challenge. So just stay and enjoy the sensation. All right, so first, just shake your body. We carry lots of stress and tension on the shoulder. Have you seen anybody who is so happy like this? Have you seen anybody who is depressed and sad? No, right? Our body shows our emotions and our face too. So I'm gonna show one pose. It's called Instant Pick Me Up. The reason I named this pose is because instantly change your mood. And not only that, it corrects your posture. So I want you to put your hands on your shoulders. Breathe in and out. Deep breath. By closing your eyes, you're turning off your analytical mind. And closing eyes, you're turning a switch on your right brain, which is more sensation and senses and enjoyment. Okay? One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Good. Open your eyes. Thumbs on the top of your head. Feel that. Okay. Open your chest. We are physically open your chest, and then place your rest of your fingers, meaty part of your fingers. Don't use your fingernails. Secure this position, right? And breathe in and chin slightly up, like, oh, I'm so happy. And then pull the forehead with your fingers. Keep contact. Let your body movement. Follow your breath. That means very slow movement. Pull, 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 chin up, shoulders relax. Keep contact. Your fingers are pulling your forehead up, and your palm on the side of your face, and side of your neck, side of your chest, and side of your body. Okay, we're gonna repeat a couple times together. Thumbs, top of your head, and your fingers, rest of your fingers. Your eyebrows, feel that? Eye muscle, good. And I pull your forehead up, up, up. This is physically lifting up your forehead too. So if you have vertical lines, this is a great pose. Then slightly touching your side of your face and the side of your neck and the side of your chest and the side of your body. Good. Let's do the third one. This one we're gonna do with eyes closed. I want you to focus on your sensation, okay? Breathe in and out. Pull your eyebrows up. Breathe in and feel the fresh air coming into your body. Now feel the sensation of your body. Feel the love. Feel the opening. Feel the energy movement. Feel the warm sensation on your face, the body, your heart. Palms up, hands on your thighs. Keep your eyes closed. Breathe in deeply from your nose. Enjoy this feeling. How are you feeling right now? Do you feel more open? Do you feel lightness? How's your heart? How's your body? How's your mind? Breathe in and out one more time. When you're ready, open your eyes. How is it? This is instant pick-me-up. So what you did is physically we open the chest, okay? And then lift the chin up. And then we pull our forehead physically, right? And then by closing the eyes, we are focusing on the sensation and just sending energy and love to yourself. And by adding a little bit of word at the end, open heart and feel the sensation, you are really stimulating your right brain. So by closing your eyes, you're turning off your analytical mind, okay? But did you feel that quiet calmness in your head and body? And that's how you want to feel. That's why I called it instant pick-me-up. So first couple days, the forehead area, I do that with you in a video, and you just do with me. And I recommend you do this pose when you are in front of a mirror, anytime you need it. In the morning is perfect because you want to lift up your mood instantly. That's why instant pick-me-up. Or when you wash your face, or when you put a makeup on, a sunscreen, do that. And also when you're a little bit feeling down or tired or you don't look good, do that. Or before you go out, do this. Instant pick you up. It will pick you up, your body and feeling. Okay, so that was instant pick me up. How did you like it? I hope you like it. This is my new favorite. All right, so eye area. I want to show you one pose. This is really, really helpful for people who open your eyes and see the forehead line. See this? Now, I want you to open your eyes now. Open your eyes like you always do and touch your forehead. And if you have a mirror handy, look at your forehead. Do you see lines right now when you open your eyes? That means that you're using your forehead to open your eyes. You got to stop the habit, break the habit. So this one helps you to stop the movement, your forehead, okay? So we're going to use hand, forehead freeze. Put the hand in your forehead. So now I want you to lift your forehead, eyebrow, like this. When you do that, do you feel that movement? You really feel that, right? And you can even put other hand or both hands if your forehead is super stubborn, do not want to listen to you, okay? Feel that. Now, with that hand on your forehead, we're going to open the eyes as wide as possible. I call it forehead freeze because you're freezing your forehead. It's like a Botox, but using your hand. Okay. Chest open. Breathe in and out. Close your eyes. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very good. Now open your eyes and keep the forehead on your, keep the hand on your forehead, and now open your eyes as wide as possible. Whoa, now you're feeling a little contraction, your eyebrows trying to lift and you're pushing down. So feel that. And hold this for, let's say, 10 seconds. Ready? 1, 2. You can do it. 3, relax your shoulders. 4, 5, don't hold your breath. 6, 7, you can do it. 8, 9, 10, come up from the pose, close your eyes, shake your shoulders and relax. Palms up. Keep your eyes closed. How are you feeling right now? How's your forehead? How do you feel? Good. You feel calm? Now open your eyes and feel it. Or look at yourself in the mirror. How is it? Can you open your eyes now without moving your forehead? So that's a forehead freeze, and that works on the eye area because you are really stopping, and now you can open your eyes without wrinkling your forehead. You don't need a Botox anymore. All right. So cheek and nasolabial fold area. So right here, cheek. What cheek area? There are lots of muscle here, and I want to show one pose which is really, really fun, and I love it because this helps me to find the best smile in students. For example, people write me all the time like, oh, I see the pouch right here. See that pouch? Or, oh, I see this gummy smile. I don't like this. Or I don't like this line here. So what I want you to do is look at yourself in the mirror if you have handy, and if you not, do it after this webinar. So we gotta change how you smile. We have to find the best smile position using a perfect muscle, combination. So try to pull the muscle. This doesn't have it, but side of the mouth, see that right here, this muscle? Oh, here, right here, okay? If you pull this muscle, it's called a smile muscle in the easy term. Just pull this, just sideways. See? You see the pouch. And if you like this pouch, do it. Keep the smile. And if you don't, change the way you smile. So you use other muscle zygomatic major right here, okay? And this is right here. So from the corner of the mouth to the side of your eye. So we're gonna pull this and then smile differently. See that? My smile changed. 1, 2. 1, 2. See? So that's a smile you might want to do. Or if you want to smile differently, because when you smile like this, you see lines, you don't like that. So that means maybe you want to pull these muscle up. These. These are minor, zygomatic minor. And then when you pull this, you smile differently. So I'm going to show you, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay? So I'm going to train, I'm going to teach you how you can move using a tongue and train the cheek muscle. It's very subtle, but you should feel it. So fingers, the corner of your mouth, okay, both corners. And the thumbs under your chin right here, okay? You want to secure this stationary. And make sure the corner of your mouth are the same level, okay? And you want to pull them up so that you have kind of like a smiley face. It's called a yummy face, okay? And then you can adjust, like, oh, this side is lower. This side is a little higher. Oh, this side should go this. So you have to play with it. Now, hold this and then stick your tongue out. Tongue is a part of the muscle. And when you use your tongue, it really, really works your certain facial muscles. And you're going to feel them. Pull the tongue out and try to lick your nose. I don't think you can, but imagine that your tongue, the tip of your tongue is kind of curled. Okay? And then take 5 seconds, go one side to the other side, very slowly. And when you do it, you want to keep the corner of your mouth. This is not good. You got to keep this up. And go slow. This is not good either. You have to keep the shape of the mouth, okay? That's why maybe you can just keep the fingers right here and breathe in and out. Now, stick your tongue out. Try to lick your nose. And we're going to move your tongue very slowly, taking 5 seconds. How is it? Come up from the pose, close your eyes, palms up. Breathe in now. How do you feel? Do you feel that you're activating all these muscles very differently than you just do normally smile? Being aware is one step, but it's so powerful and important if you want to achieve that smile and the way you look. Okay. All right, so next one is, oh, this is really good, especially if you have a tightness in the here, or if you want to tone your neck area. Let's say I want to introduce swan neck, okay? The swan neck is the one you can even do when in a bathroom. Everybody said, oh, I don't have a time, but everybody goes bathroom. right? It's universal. It doesn't matter which culture you're in. So when you go to bathroom, you can do this pose. Just sit on a toilet bowl and interlace your fingers in front of you. Okay, right here we carry lots of stress and tension. And if you carry the stress, you create a line, very oftenly 11 line. And when you do this, your brain senses that you're not happy and you want to stop that movement right away because it doesn't make you, you know, feel a good person. Or not feel a person. Like it doesn't make you feel a happy person. Or people don't see you a happy person. Like I'm happy, I'm very happy. No, okay? So interlace your fingers in front of you and push your hands away from you. Do you feel that? When you move your hands away from you and I kind of pull, you feel that? Okay, that's how I want to feel. Keep your elbows straight and breathe in and out. Through your nose and breathe out. Very good. And now slightly, very slow movement. Keep your elbows straight. Move your hands to one side. You feel that? You're feeling a little stretch on the side of your neck right here. And now we're gonna move your chin up about a 45-degree angle and pucker your mouth. And don't worry about wrinkling your mouth because we are coming out and then do a counter pose. Feel that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And come back to center. Woo, shake it off. And then we're gonna do the other side. Feel it. Feel a good stretch between shoulder blades. Whoa, I'm feeling it. Now we're gonna move to the side. Woo. And slightly chin up, 45-degree, and pucker your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come out from that pose. Close your eyes, palms up, and hands on your thighs. And feel it. Where are you feeling? How do you feel? Do you feel a good sensation between your shoulder blades? Space between shoulder blades? Or release tension from your shoulder blade? Or how about the neck area? How about the jawline? Open your eyes. Okay, so that was a swan neck. I love this. I often do this without hands too. Just move. And now, if you're worried about it, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to pucker my mouth because I don't want to create my line. Come out and smile. It's only 10 seconds. 20 seconds of nice, good movement. It's worth it throughout the day. And when you come out, smile so that you're walking the muscle differently. And if you see vertical line, by the way, that means you need more water. Of course, as we age, we lose elasticity and we lose collagen. And it's very often possible, yes, we started having more lines on the lip, but most of the lip lines, vertical lines, are because you need more water. You gotta drink water throughout the day. If you have enough water, you should see less vertical lines. So that means if you see vertical lines, it's a sign that you need more water. Okay? All right. So that was for the neck and jawline area. One of the examples. And now I want to show you making eye area symmetrical. This is quite powerful. But you have to know which side of your eyebrow is higher than the other. And that's one thing I noticed that after the accident, this side got so high. I can move this side very easily. But other side is getting there, but it requires a little bit of attention. Like I have to kind of activate. So that was one thing I started doing because this side was so high and I didn't like it. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I want you to take a look at yourself in a mirror if you have, and if you don't, just look at me so that we can really get the benefit of that, okay? One thing I want you to do is, if you can move one side higher, probably you see more lines on your forehead. How's that? Can you see that? And if you can move one side and if you cannot move the other side, that means you want to put the finger on the eyebrow where you can move, or which, that's higher side. It makes sense? So that you're not really moving this one. Okay, I'm gonna just clear it. So my side, I'm gonna exaggerate. This side is high, okay? So you're gonna put the finger on the higher side, like this. Or you can even put this one if your forehead is really stubborn, so that this side cannot move anymore. And then we're gonna move this side, open the eyes and move this. Many times people can move the side, lower side, because they're not used to it. Like, move this. If it's a hard, put the finger and lift up, physically lift up, okay? And then we're gonna do 10 seconds, and then we make a face even, eye area even. Are you ready? Okay, and don't worry about, by the way, wrinkling this side, because you are not going to easily move this side, if without an exercise. So after that, we're gonna do tapping, and then you're gonna feel, much smoother on the forehead anyway. Okay, let's do it. So put a hand or finger on the higher eyebrow side. Okay, and then relax shoulders, breathe in and out. Very good. Breathe in and out. Good. Now, lift the other side, the lower side, up, up, up. Ooh, you can do it. You can make it higher. And if you're not, just pull this up. And remember, give the muscle to memorize this, the muscle memory. And hold this for 10 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come up from the pose. Just tap. And keep your eyes closed, palms up, and hands on your thighs. And just focus on the forehead. How are you feeling right now? Do you feel one side is higher than the other? Do you feel a little strange because you're not used to the movement? Absolutely perfect, because that's what I want you to feel right now. And if you don't feel anything, you eventually start feeling that. And if you cannot move your eyebrow, the lower side, it is okay. You are able to move that eventually and make your eye area symmetrical. Okay, come up from the pose. How is it? You feel more alive? You feel more energized? So I want to show you last one pose, and I want you to feel it, how powerful that small tapping or small sensation you experience from the face yoga method and eventually can change your face and life. Are you ready? Okay, relax your shoulders and breathe in and out. Close your eyes. One more time. Breathe in and out. Use a middle part of middle finger. Okay, there's a spot in Japanese or in Eastern medicine. It's called 100 meeting spot. That means lots of great, stimulation start from here. So think about the baby's head. This is the last spot that scalp get infused right here, right? So we're gonna stimulate right here. And if you want, you can close your eyes so you can feel the sensation much more, focusing on that sensation. Okay, feel that. All right, so we're gonna start tapping top of your head. Ready? And relax shoulders. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. Now we're gonna tap the side of your face. Whoa, how do you feel? Do you feel any strange sensation? That means I think you're a little bit stressed out. Is it possible? Okay, top of the head. Ooh, great. And now we're gonna tap back of the head. Whoa, 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 how do you feel? I feel something right here where my neck and head meet, right here. Ooh, good, I like it, explore that. Feel the sensation. And back to the top of your head. And now we're gonna tap the forehead, okay? Make sure you don't use fingernails because you don't wanna scratch your face. Start from a center. Good. Okay, and move to the side. Wow. Back to center. And move to the side. And if your eyes are tired, you might feel strange sensation right here. Absolutely okay. Just keep tapping. Okay, and then we're gonna tap on the eyebrow right here. Whoa, how do you feel? There are a couple of spots. Acupressure points points right here really helps to reduce tired eye or bloodshot eyes or red shot eye or anything related to eye. So right here is very good to tap under the eyes. Very delicate area, so you don't want to use fingernails, of course. Just gently tap And we're gonna move to another mouth, another nose, okay? Tap, 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 tap. Now we're gonna tap a chin right here. How is it? Good? We're gonna tap jawline. So this part you might feel strange sensation because jaw are often stressed out. Our jawline is stressed out right here. Ooh, right here. Keep tapping along the jawline, under the ears. Okay, again, the chin. Ooh, now right here. Ooh, right here I feel it. When I get stressed out, I grind my teeth. So right here is like very, very sensitive. And right here too. Right, we're gonna tap under the ears and the shoulders. Ooh, very nice feeling under the ears. Like, wow, right here. And here, okay? We're gonna tap the chest. Start from the collarbone, center to the side. Feel that. How is it? Center, side. Now we're gonna go armpit. Whoa. Feel like a monkey. Then go down. Feel the side of your sensation. Like, ooh, how do you like it? You good? Side. Now switch to side. Armpit. Go to the side. Bed and side. Ooh. Now make fist with your hands. Okay? We're gonna gently tap or massage our kidney right here. Right here, kidneys are hard-working organs. They don't complain, but they show if they're tired under the eyes, as often as like a dark circles or puffiness. So if you start seeing the dark circles, like this is a really good pose. Massage or just tapping so that kidneys get a little bit rest. And if you get tired between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., or when you really want to have some sugar, or when you want to take a nap, that could be an indication of your kidneys are hard working, maybe too much work. So just give them a little bit rest and appreciation. Okay, breathe in and out. Keep your eyes closed now. Palms up, and then breathe in out. Keep your eyes closed. Breathe in and out. How are you feeling right now? Do you feel much calmer, more centered? How's your body? How's your face? How's your head? How's your mood? Feeling better? Breathe in and out, last one. When you're ready, you come out from the pose. Welcome back. So these are the sample poses you can practice along with me. So I talk like I'm talking like this, and then you just have to do the poses, with my video. That's it. So that's how I started creating, because people really wanted to feel that actual energy and actual, explanation instead of video. Not video, let's say, voiceover videos. So here you have it. If you find any poses super, super helpful and you loved it, I highly recommend doing it. Keep practicing it, because that one pose can change your face and change your life. I guarantee. Because I've seen so many people already, and I've seen so many pictures before, after, and I get so many testimonial from really all over the world. And I'm just blown away how powerful this small technique, and also the time to take for yourself. It doesn't need to be 10 minutes. It can be 3 minutes. It just can be even 1 minute. It can be one pose. But I really recommend you do every day, because body is not waiting. Body is so hard working. Entire body is hard working, not only externally, but internally. So you got to take care of yourself, mind and the feeling and the body at the same time. Okay, so that's a gift from me to you, and I hope you enjoyed that. And Maria, are you still there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yep. So maybe you can turn my screen off so you can.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I hear you, but I hear echo.
You need to mute yourself, I think.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Myself. Right.
Okay. I think we're back now. Okay, can you see my screen again with the presentation you just did? Let me just
Yes,
double
I
check.
can. And
Okay. Okay, so thanks, Fumiko. That was awesome. I did everything along with you, and I have not done one or two of those exercises in a while, so I feel very relaxed. So thank you. I appreciate that. Um, so I hope everybody else feels just as relaxed as I do. And what I want to do now that Fumiko's gone through the basics of our 30-day face toning challenge, which we created because of you guys who very specifically asked for this. Um, the challenge, it covers most of the facial concerns by focusing on just specific areas like Fumiko just did every 3 to 4 days. So as a result, by the time you've gone through 30 days, you will have worked on your entire face. So we've assembled the 30-day challenge and taken all the exercises needed to do just that and put them together in such a way that you will stay motivated to keep doing it throughout the 30 days. Because motivation is what's going to get you started, but commitment is what's going to keep you going. And we've designed it in such a way that the commitment is there from us and you are held accountable. So in the 30-day face toning challenge, this is how we scheduled it out. It was like the slide I showed you before, the one that Fumiko chose her exercises off of. The first 4 days focus on the forehead area. The next 4 on the eye area. Then the cheek and the nasolabial fold area right around your mouth. And then the whole mouth and lip area, which are the lines that people get around their lip area. Then there's the neck and jawline area. Then there's the making eyes area symmetrical, which Fumiko just touched on one of those exercises. And then there's the making mouth area symmetrical and working on a gummy smile. And then it wraps it all up with the final 4 days of just all over toning. So it's put together in such a way that you won't be overwhelmed and you won't be confused on what to do or how to do it. So we've just spent this last hour, it's been just about an hour, and I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure all of you have considered that this was an hour well spent, the time together. If nothing else, you're feeling a little more educated and a little more relaxed having spent this time with Fumiko. And although we can't cover everything for a 30-day challenge in an hour webinar, we have something, our face all over face toning 30-day challenge, all in one spot for the first time ever. And we are only presenting it at this point. This is the first time we're presenting it, and we're doing it. This is the only time this year that we're going to do this. And we're doing it for people on our list because you guys were the ones that specifically asked for this. And it is the 30-day face toning challenge. And what I'm going to do is give you a quick little site walkthrough so you can see how we set it up based on what you guys asked us for. And it's a little bit different than we've set things up before in the past. So I'm now logged into the 30-day face toning challenge, where we do a welcome and we talk about the schedule that I just showed you. And I'm actually inside the site. And the way the site is set up, it's blocked out by weeks. So it's super easy to follow, or you can look at all the days at once. And I'm going to go into one of the weeks and just show you what this looks like once I go in there. And you see how there's no moving on until you'll see this is the first section in the first week. And we give you what to do exactly for that day, the exercises you're going to do. And when you're done, you actually have to mark them as complete, because you cannot go on to the next day Now you'll see if I try to push this, I can't go on to the next day until I've marked this. And it says, use the button next to the video. It says, see, I tried to go to day 2 and it says to access day 2, you need to watch day 1 and mark it as complete. So you actually, unless you're going to cheat yourself and mark it as complete when it's not complete, you actually have to do the whole thing to mark as complete to go to, and then you would just click that. And then it will allow you to access the next day once you've completed that. Now you see how day 2 just opened up. So what you would do is you would then go to day 2. And then once day 2 is completed, then you would mark that. Now we're on day 2. We would do the exercise right there, which is also written out here. And then when we're done, we'd mark it as complete. So that's just a quick look at what the inside of this looks like. It's really simple. It's really straightforward. There's literally no sort of second guessing about where to go or what to do next, because you're locked out of everything until you actually follow the instructions that are right there. So that's what the inside of this looks like, the new 30-day face toning challenge. So what we want to offer you now is that it is November 1st, and we have, what is it, 30 days and 31. We've got 61 days till the end of the year. And this is a 30-day challenge. And we are going to start this challenge next Monday, the 6th of November. And it's time, it's a new month, it's a new beginning, it's a new mindset, new focus, new goals, new intentions, and new results. And what I love about all this new stuff that you usually hear right around the New Year's, I oftentimes try to take this time of year, especially in the last month or two, to set New Year's intentions and New Year's goals and to start my habits that I want to ingrain for the coming year. I start them a month or two early so I don't get caught up in that whole New Year's momentum that seems to always die out. And it's kind of a personal challenge to myself to start it a month or two early and then keep it going. And I've got those habits ingrained in me by the time the new year rolls around, and then they don't die off. So we invite you to join us and start all of this newness right now with us, and let November be the start of something new with our challenge that starts on Monday, November 6th. And this challenge is so, I'm going to go over these couple points right here, but I just want to say, if you're the kind of, we found that there's very much two kind of people that come into our programs. One is the really self-motivated, independent, likes to guide themselves, sets their own schedule, and can piece together and make their own routine. And I totally respect that, and I love that. There's that kind of person, and then there's almost the opposite. And it is the person that is guidance centric. They are the practitioner who starts the journey, and they take every cheat sheet, they download it, they set up reminders on their phone, they put them into their calendars, because they need to have that guidance and they want that precise guidance throughout their journey. And that's the kind of person, if you're that kind of person, we're specifically speaking to you, and this is right for you. So what you need to know about this, sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm sorry, my dog is barking. I'm just going to grab him, bring him inside, and go over these points. All right. That's the perils of live webinars. Okay, that's taken care of. So sorry about that. Okay, back to the program. What you need to know is that this program, it's brand new. This is the first time we're putting it out there and we're offering it. And it's the result not only of Fumiko's 15 plus years of experience, but it's also the result of all of the feedback that we've gotten from our membership students and our students in general over the last couple years. And you guys are literally the first people to see it and get access to, and only attendees of this webinar can enroll, because it begins next Monday, November 6th. And when you enroll, you get lifetime access to the Face Toning Challenge, as well as extensive support, which is going to be through a private Facebook group that is monitored and supported by one of our Face Yoga Method certified teachers who has been certified by Fumiko and working with us very, very closely. And we have a very special introductory price that makes it affordable for pretty much anyone. What's included? 30 days of exercises specifically designed to tone and strengthen your entire face. And they are like the ones that Fumiko just showed you today, except condensed down to 2 to 5 minute videos and then spread out throughout the 30 days in a very specific formula and routine so that you don't have to think about it. You just go in there and do that day. And then, of course, we have our support team, the one in the Facebook group, where there's going to be Fumiko, myself, the rest of our technical team, but primarily our certified teacher, Denise, who is going to work with the students of this challenge to get them through the 30 days of the challenge and really get these habits and these exercises ingrained. And Fumiko has also made some additional mind and body advice videos so that you can get the most out of the challenge. So if all that this did was help tone and strengthen your face, help you form better and healthier habits, improve your skin's condition, improve your energy level and self-confidence, and help to improve your overall mental and physical health, would it be worth it? I would say absolutely yes. So if you enroll in the 30-day face toning challenge, it's just $47 and you have lifetime access. When you break that down for 30 days, that's $1.56 a day. I don't even think you can get a coffee at Starbucks for that anymore. In any case, we're super excited about this, and to have you guys, our inaugural attendees, inaugural class, join us in this 30-day challenge, which is going to begin next Monday. Of course, if you have a scheduling problem or you feel like you can't get there next Monday, that's okay too. We're just starting as a group in the private Facebook group next Monday. But if you have to start a couple days later or whatnot, that's okay, because it will be there. The whole program is there. It's ready to go, and you can go at your own pace. We just wanted to start a challenge, have you guys going before the end of the year, and it's actually really fun to do during this sometimes stressful but often very fun holiday time of year. I know people sometimes get overwhelmed and stressed, and so to have these 5 to 10 minutes a day that you actually give yourself to do this helps to center you, to make you present, and not only to remind you of your own self-value and beauty and worth, but also when you take that time, like we just took in the training today with Fumiko, it does something in your brain that actually shifts you, because you're taking that time to be really present in this crazy busy world. And what it does is it has this trickle down effect, and it makes you more present in every other area in your life. Maybe just a teeny bit more, and you might not even realize it, but it does. And this is the kind of year where it's full of distractions, full of fun and festivities and a lot of eating distractions. And the more present you can be in it, the more balanced it's going to be for you and the more enjoyable. So I love that we're starting this right now at this time of year. And I really look forward to having you guys join us in the Face Toning Challenge starting next Monday. And up on the screen is the URL, the web address, which is go.faceyogamethod.com, face-toning-challenge. I wish I could just send you a clickable link, but webinars don't work that way. So you just have to type that in and you will get straight to the access page and you can join us there. What I want to say at this point is I'm going to come back to this URL. So in case you didn't get this, I'm just going to finish up these slides here by saying that you have two choices. The first one is do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. I'm going to address that. Or the second one is take this one-time $47 investment and join our group challenge starting next Monday. And it's risk-free, because if it isn't for you, simply write us info@faceyogamethod.com and ask for your money back, and we will honor that. We have a 10-day guarantee because we figure if you're 10 days into it and you're really committing to it, you're going to be there 100%. But if for some reason you're not, that's okay. Just write us and it's 100% money back guarantee. Okay, so I want to bring up once again, here is the URL, the go.face-yoga-method.com/face-toning-challenge. So that is it for, well, okay, I've got one more slide. For those of you who are going to ask, which I will address in the slide, what's included, the 30 days of exercises, specifically designed to tone and strengthen your entire face, the support group that we just talked about on Facebook, the additional mind and body advice you need to know. You can only enroll this week as the challenge begins on Monday, November 6th. But remember, you can start it anytime after that because you get lifetime access and you're getting it now at our introductory price. So before I jump into the live Q&A, I'm just going to go back to the URL, which is right here, go.face-yoga-method.com face-toning-challenge. And now I am going to ask questions. Fumiko, I need to ask you these questions because we're doing a live Q&A and I already have a whole scroll of questions that I need to start asking you. My concern is that if you unmute yourself, we might get a little bit of the feedback. So let's see what happens. Can you try unmuting yourself now and see if you can talk to me? I can't. Is it bad? It's bad?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what I need to do. Hold on. Okay, so I need to mute myself. Let's see.
So how about you read a question, mute yourself, and then I talk.
Okay, hold on. You need to mute yourself. Okay, that's it. I'm going to read the question and then I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
So hold on. Let me just get to, I need to get to my muting button. Okay, so you're not going to see a very pretty screen because I need to see the muting button. Okay, so the first question I get, Fumiko, is how long does each exercise take?
Every day it's about 5 minutes, so 3 to 5 minutes. But someday, just 2 pauses. Someday, I might do 3 pauses. So 5 minutes is good. Yep. It's pretty easy, right? You can't say I don't have a time. That one is a 5 minutes, 39 seconds. Sorry, 5 minutes. Oh, less than 6 minutes. But some days are short, like 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
Okay, perfect. I am putting you on screen because I think that's better than showing my screen. So I'll just unmute myself and ask you. Okay, so the next question was, I was very sick last year and my skin got damaged with acne and toxin leaving my body now. So face skin is not good. What is the best I can do to restore my skin ASAP, please?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but I'm going to mute myself.
Yes. Okay. So the first of all, skin is the biggest organ of the body, and whatever we have, whatever we eat, it really shows up on the skin, and also the emotions or anything internally shows up on your skin. So good thing is that now you're aware that it's a time for you to recover from being sick last year, and you can restart. Because I didn't tell you that, but I exposed myself to sun so much when I was younger, up to 35. I used to put sun turning lotion on my face and just getting a ton, worshipping sun. And I damaged my skin, but it's never too late because skin has a natural self mechanism, it turnover. So by doing the facial exercise, you are spinning up the skin's turnover, and as a result, Even though when you're younger, skin's turnover is so fast, like a baby's get a scratch, next day she's okay. Versus me, almost 50, it might take longer, but moving the face muscles and exercising and taking care of my body, drinking hot water, which something I want to mention very frequently when you join the team, I mean the face yoga 30-day challenge, you improve the skin condition too. It might take some time because the whole year you're sick, but you can stop and you can restart your journey to get the better skin. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so Samina said it's really hard to stay motivated for longer times as the results start showing up after weeks of practice. I love your work. Do you want to address that? I think for anything, it definitely takes some time, but I'll let you address that, Fumiko.
Okay, so can you read again?
She just said that it's really hard to stay motivated for longer times because the results start showing up after weeks of practice.
I hear it. That's why, we decided to have a Facebook group, because by having that, when you get, like, I don't want to feel like doing it, come to the page, Facebook page, and somebody, Denise or somebody, me or somebody will push you, because it's our human nature. We are so good at coming up with all the excuses, like, I feel like not doing it. Like me, yoga, I do yoga pretty much every day, twice a day, in the morning and evening. And if I say, like, I'm so tired, I'm gonna go to bed, I don't do yoga, today, I see that in my body. I feel it next day. And now I'm so much aware how important it is to motivate myself. Spend 5 minutes a day on yoga mat before I go to bed. Make huge difference in my body next day. So that kind of reminder and pushing you out of the comfort zone and keep reminding you what's important, what you can do, even in the bathroom. That's the purpose of having the closed Facebook group, so that you feel you're supported. It's not like, hey, I give you the program, do it. No, I love to push. I love to support. So that's my answer. I mean, it's up to you, but I think everybody can do it. Nobody said, I don't have 5 minutes. Everybody goes to the bathroom. Let's say bathroom is a place. Maybe you practice, this video every day and see what happens.
Okay. Now there's a question that says, I can't move the area in between my eyebrows. Is that a bad thing?
It's not good or bad. There's no such thing as good or bad unless it's a bad movement. Okay, so I want to show you the picture here. So I guess between the eyebrows you're talking about right here. Okay, so we're gonna train the face muscle the way they should be moving, so that you don't create any unwanted facial expression. Okay, so my point of face exercise is not like, hey, let's freeze everything, be facial expressionless, no facial expression. No, you can smile, you can even lift your forehead as long as you are aware of the movement. And we train the face muscle. So you might not be able to move your, right here, but I think it's a good that, because you don't create this. But you probably need to control some part of the facial expression, muscle, so that you get the best version of your smile and the, best version of yourself. So don't think it's a bad. No, there's no such thing as it's bad because you can't move it. No, it's how you move it. That's more important. Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna, I've gone back to my screen for a minute because it's just come to my attention that the slide that I was showing, I'm just putting it up again for a minute because there's no www, there's some issues with our back end. So in order to get to the enrollment page for the 30-day face toning challenge, you need to go to this address, go.faceyogamethod.com/face-toning-challenge. So I'll leave that up for a couple seconds, and then I'm going to go back to the questions for you, Fumiko, and then I will I'll put it up at the end of the questions as well. So let's see. Let me find your next question. and I'll come back to you, is, okay, so your next question, and we're back on you, Fumiko, is what exercise can I use to remove lines on my lower face on both sides of my mouth?
Okay. So I need to see a picture because there's so many lines here and there's Olivia lines are here. But the first thing is you need to be aware which muscle you're using. So that's why I showed you the the picture here, right here. Okay, which muscle you're using when you smile, and then do the exercise properly. Like that's why I say the face yoga method is not just moving the face muscle. You control and isolate the muscle. So like I said, I'm sorry, I can't tell exactly because I don't know which line you're talking about. It could be right here, or it could be right here, or it could be nasolabial lines. But try to play with the muscle I'm talking about and see how you can change the line. You might get less, you might get longer, you might get, disappear. And by being aware, that's one step. And then you start exercising. I highly recommend you this 30-day challenge, by the way, because it tones and it makes your whole face muscle move completely differently. Not completely, but many times differently than you're just moving this unconsciously. Okay, so think about the muscles, how you're using, and play with that, and then find the best smile, and that should help you a lot. Okay, and carry that best smile throughout the day.
Okay, this next question, and sometimes these questions, we don't have enough context to maybe fully understand them. So we're gonna do our best here to try to understand them because they're just written very shortly. And that is also the benefit of having the group and the support when you're in the face toning challenges. You have someone that can really dive deeper into the question. But it says, do you have any idea how to remove red-violet circles around the eyes?
Red. Okay. The red-violet circles around the eye. So probably the person is talking about under eye bags, right? So there's some possible reason you can think of. So one is, the under eye bags or under eye area is connected to kidney. So I just showed you the pose, tapping, just tap the kidney area and massage, that should help. And another thing is there's one pose I just love. This is the first pose actually I started doing and I saw a huge difference on my face, is the big O. So big O, when I do big O, I'm gonna show you this, okay? So this is the face I wanna do. And then I want you to do it together. But when I do this, 10 seconds, 3 sets, increase the blood circulation dramatically, like really dramatically. And I don't have it here with me handy, but your face, when I took the picture, a couple of students, I think we did 10 students, 30 seconds after and before after photo. The entire face using a thermographic image. You know that, like the blue and the yellow and the red, when you take a picture, the heat of the body kind of reflect the color. So the blue is cold. When you take a before picture, lots of cold spots, blue spots, versus 30 seconds, but 10 seconds of 3 sets of the big O. Increase the circulation from here to up, like entirely. Get red, the face get red. 30 seconds, it's amazing. So I wanna show that. The reason I said this one is good is because right here on the eye is very delicate. So you don't wanna do too much, stimulation. And by doing the big O, it improves the circulation entire face, including under the eyes. And by improved blood circulation helps to send more nutrient, more oxygen to the skin, especially right here. And you can see a huge dramatic change. Okay, one of the TCC students, certified students, I just met her a week ago on Skype. She's the massage therapist and facialist. And she told me that the eye bags were her issues all the time, even though she's a professional, she understands the face and everything. So with this pose, she swear by it. She said that pose, the big O, really dramatic, change, give the dramatic change and a benefit under the eyes. All right, are you ready to do it together? So first, I want you to relax your mouth and the face and open your mouth. Just like, don't open, because when you open your mouth, you're using this muscle. I don't want you to do it. I want you to just drop your jaw. You relax this muscle, okay? And now, relax the forehead. And don't wrinkle your forehead. If you're wrinkling your forehead, you want to put a hand so that you stop this movement. Right? And now, with this, relax the jaw, open mouth slightly, and then look up and stimulate muscle, the ring muscle around the eyes. Ready? Feel that. Do you feel that? Some sensation under the eye area? And these are the muscle. We are relaxing. And by looking up, improving the blood circulation. Let's say stay here for 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up from the pause and repeat 10 seconds and 2 sets. Okay? Improve the blood circulation. Let's do it. Put your hands on the other side. Shoulder down, mouth open, and just drop a jaw. And then with that, moving your hand or forehead, look up. And feel that sensation under the eyes. And if you can, try squint this time. Like squeeze a squint and move under the eyes. That helps a lot. And 10 seconds. So 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come out. Close your eyes and feel it. Okay, so if you get really used to it, and if you can control your facial expressions and muscle, you can do this. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. I can move my facial muscles really fast. So this is really good pose for under eye bags or dark circles or purple or red circles. So try that. Okay. Another thing is the purple could be the deficiency of iron. I don't know your diet, but you might want to check that. Blood. If you have enough, sufficient iron, that could be. And I have to see, more in detail. But that's why, like Maria said, that the Facebook group, the close group, you can put a picture and say, hey, this is what's happening. What can I do? And I can see it. And right now it's so hard to see because I don't know exactly. I don't have a picture. So that's the purpose of, we have a close Facebook group for this 30-day challenge. Okay.
Okay, I am going to list 1 or 2 more questions, and I just want to address one thing. That we're having a little bit of an technical issue with the link that I had showed for the page, and some people are getting through, some people aren't getting through. We're getting a lot of people emailing us, and I apologize for that. I don't know. It's our share of technical glitches today, but the good thing about them is we can always fix them, and we will. So don't worry if you can't get through to that page right now, or you're just having a glitch with the URL. It's not you. It's something going on our side. It's like starting, stopping, but we're going to send out an email with not only the replay to this webinar, but with a link to the enrollment page, because I know a lot of people want to enroll, and it might be glitchy, and I want to make sure you guys all can enroll before we start live next week. But let me ask, and since we're already an hour and a half in, I want to really respect everybody's time, including yours, Fumiko. I've got a bunch of questions here. A lot of them have already just been addressed by things that you've said. Here's one that we haven't really touched on in this webinar, by someone who's 19 and wants to know if she can do face yoga.
Of course, because I was doing lots of workshop, and I was teaching actually class in Japan, and there's one model, she's 17, and she was pretty slender as a model, and I showed her pose, mini facelift, and boy, I didn't expect that her face would change, because there's nothing, no line, and I couldn't think I don't know, but we did it for the magazine. She has to be on a magazine and experience the face yoga method. So we did one side and we took a picture, and boy, we saw a huge difference. We were shocked. What happened was her eyes got bigger. The droop, she didn't have a droopy eyelid, but her eyes got bigger and her face line changed. So what happened was that even though she was pretty, skinny, she wasn't on a diet. She tried to keep herself skinny, so she wasn't, eating a lot of food. However, her face retained, or I should say, excess water just disappeared from the face, and all the toxins from the face, just went through. And then instantly one side got higher and slimmer. And we were like, oh my goodness, 17 years old. So 19 years old, do it, because it not only prevent, the future issues you might have, but also gives you such a tool you can use rest of your life. It can improve your communication skill. It can improve your confidence because you know the tool, and you can stop unwanted facial expression early age. And I highly recommend. I think it's a great age to start. So join.
Okay, I'm gonna try to paraphrase the last two while I get a new URL for us. One is, a lot of people have said, Fumiko, that you have you're really glowing, and you have really glowing skin right now and in this webinar. So that was more just really nice comments, which is very true that people are saying. And then and I think that's a combination. I mean, I've been with you so much and traveled with you so much, and I will say Fumiko has amazing habits, and she's really, really consistent, not only in her face yoga method exercises, but in just her general overall skincare and well-being. So I think there's something to be said for consistency, which is why we want to get that habit into you guys with the 30-day challenge. And then I'm also getting a lot about just this, let me see if I can find one that, about the not having a double chin, but just a loose and sagging chin. And I know you addressed that a little bit, but that seems to be coming up more and more, the neck and chin area.
You want to talk about it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, the sagginess starts, of course, because gravity is pulling everything down. And think about that, the skin is on top of muscle. Okay, so it's not just the skin we want to lift up. That's what happens, not Botox, skin tuck, I don't know what it's called, like a tucking or facelift. I think these days, I never done it, so I don't know, but probably lift the muscle up instead of skin tuck. But when you do that, you stop the facial expression. I'm sure you've seen lots of people who had lots of face job, and their facial expression is the same, like they look the same to me. And I can even point out, when I travel with Maria, we're like, oh, she got to jump down, because I could see that everybody looks the same. One thing is when strengthening the face muscles and moving the muscle in a certain way, and like training the muscle, like pull this up, it helps, the skin on the muscle just go together with the muscle. Did it make sense? So everything goes down, yes, but pulling this, like even this pose, we are physically opening up the chest, correcting the posture. So important. We forgot about how we started just hunching when we get older, okay? But physically practicing and positioning your hands and opening up yourself and lifting chin up, this itself is really controlling the movement of the body. And then lifting up and putting the forehead at the same time. It's a physical lift. And then putting a hand, this is more like a sending a sensation to the body and the mind, coming down our brain center. But that's one of the reasons I add all the body poses, so that not only you walk from here to up, but we walk from bigger muscle and a shorter muscle and a posture. I emphasize on posture. I always say open your chest. So important. So yeah, if you start seeing sagginess, lift this up, lift up, muscle up together, so that the skin on the muscle can lift up together. You know, make sense? And lift up your mood.
Okay. I am going to change it back now to my screen and show you guys the link that I put up, the raw link. It's a little bit longer, but this link should take you straight to the order page. and it's go.faceyogamethod.com/secure order form FTC. And I apologize for the length of that. It's just the way it is right now. But we are going to send out a email with the replay and all the proper working links so that you can enroll in the challenge before it starts next Monday, November 6th, and get in that Facebook group and all that good stuff. So at this point, we are over an hour and a half. So I'm going to call an end to this webinar and just, Fumiko, let you say your parting words. And for those of you who are going to be joining us, we're super excited to have you. And I commend you for starting something before the end of the year. You know, you can start a new journey in your life on any given day. You don't have to wait for a new year. But it is fun to start it at the beginning of a month, at the end of the year, and to start it with a whole group of people who are there to support you and keep you motivated, and with a super, super easy system that Fumiko spent a lot of time developing based on what you guys specifically asked for. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to you, Fumiko, and we'll go from there and then close out the webinar.
Okay. So wait. Can you mute? Okay. All right. Can you hear me now? All right. Maria's gonna mute. All right. So thank you so much for participating in this webinar. I realized that the best part of teaching or sharing the information with Face Yoga is experience it. You know, being aware first, feel it and experience, and then do it every day. But I want to thank you for all of you, because like I said, I wasn't planning to make this, okay? People started asking me, like, can you make a video easy to follow, fun? And I feel like, you know, I want to be with you so that I can exercise together. So like, okay, and it took me a while, but I really feel comfortable and confident that this will give you what you wanted and request it. And another thing is Facebook group is gonna be amazing. I can't say enough how much I've been enjoying, you know, having this interaction. Of course, I can't see you, but I just like to help you, and I'll offer you and also have fun together with you, that it's possible any age, younger, 19 years old or 71 years old. By the way, I just certified teacher. She is 71 and she's gonna be teaching Face Yoga to the age group she's in. Isn't it exciting? Doesn't matter how old you are, and it doesn't matter you didn't do, you know, many things, couple years. It's okay. Start next week, and I guarantee it's gonna be fun. I'm so excited, and thank you again for participating. And I will see you very soon. Thank you, Maria. You wanna come up and
Yeah, no, and I just want to say one quick thing. Thanks, Fumiko, and we're excited to see you. And one thing I forgot to mention is we really are, this is something we're just working on, this program, and just created it, and we're just offering it through the end of this week. And then we are going to close it down once we start the challenge on the 30 days on Monday, November 6th. So if you want to join, you're serious about joining, join this week, because we really will shut it down. We haven't advertised it. We're not going to do any of that. And we probably will not, or we definitely will not reopen again until after the new year, because we've got plenty going on. So we'd love to have you in this inaugural group. So if you're in, get in, look for our email. If you have any problems with links or joining or anything like that, you can always write us at info@faceyogamethod.com, and one of our amazing customer service people will get back to you. And if you ever feel like you're not getting back, someone is not reaching back to you, you don't see an email, I promise you it is because it probably went to your spam, or you have an email that's bouncing, because we answer 100% of the emails we get. So just keep persisting, or find us on Facebook, because we're here for you and we look forward to welcoming you. So with that, I am going to end the broadcast, and I'll let you wave goodbye, Fumiko.
Okay. Good, everybody.